Good morning. Today we are going to talk about Laurel Leaf. Laurel Leaf is a limited time oil that it's been available once before, a little over a year ago, and it's available this month if you place 120 when you place a 125 point LRP order, then you'll get a free bottle of Laurel Leaf. And Laurel Leaf is really a pretty cool blend that has it's in, and it's one of the oils that lends the distinctive aroma to breathe. And that's the main way that we've known it or utilized it before up until now, is in breathe. But the all right, come on, there. The Laurus nobilis tree is a small evergreen tree that has played an important part in Mediterranean culture for years. Well, actually for millennia, not just for years, but for hundreds of years. Laurel leaves are revered as a symbol of victory and success in both Greek and Roman cultures, and are also associated with the phases of the moon in contemporary Chinese culture. Today, laurel leaves still symbolize eternal glory, special achievement, success, and triumph. These leaves are also regularly used in cooking all over the world, more commonly known as bay leaves. So I use bay leaves when I make chili. There's probably lots of other ways to use them, but my dad's recipe for chilies calls for bay leaves, and so I use these. But laurel leaves have uses outside of victory wreaths and food seasoning. When steam distilled, they produce a powerfully fragrant essential oil that has substantial cleansing and soothing properties. Laurel leaf essential oil is comprised of two primary constituents, 1,8-cineol or eucalyptol and alpha terpineol acetate. The combination emits a strong, herbaceous, and slightly spicy aroma that can be used in a variety of aromatic and topical contexts. So over the last 6 weeks, then I've talked about and mentioned 1,8-cineol a lot. And every time I said it's super important, it's really important for our respiratory system. So I decided our product spotlight next week, it's not going to be on a product, it's going to be on 1,8-cineol to help us all understand what it is and why it's so important and why it's so powerful, because 1,8-cineol is a really important constituent in quite a few of the oils. I'm going to turn the dinger off on my phone. Okay, so emotionally, it is the oil of triumph and victory. Laurel leaf essential oil will bring clarity to your mind and help you see your direction in life. Bright shadows are attributes that you admire in someone else, but you don't realize you possess many of those same attributes. Aspects of ourselves that we don't realize we are shining to the world. Laurel leaf will help you become aware of your bright shadows and support you in using these attributes to succeed and shine. It supports you being authentic and shining as you are. Laurel, the word, means praise. Laurel leaf inspires the light within you to shine brightly. It helps individuals go out and be triumphant and victorious, successful in whatever they are doing. It brings clarity to your logical mind, but also to your intuition, and allows you to use wisdom in both areas, mental and just gut feeling. It helps people feel confident and supports them working with people in a confident manner. It also boosts your confidence in your ability to overcome. When individuals are feeling suppressed by their self-doubt, belief deficit, or fear of failure, Laurel imparts an energetic vote of confidence. Laurel teaches that challenging experiences carve out enough capacity to receive one to receive one's eventual triumph. Now think about that. Life teaches that challenging events create a vacuum, create an opening so that we have capacity to receive our eventual triumph. If we're always just cluttered and our mind is cluttered and our soul is cluttered and everything is just overwhelmed and depressed and full, we don't have room for the light, for the joy. We don't have room for new experiences. We don't have room for a lot of things. So sometimes it involves clearing out some things in order to make space for the good things to come. Laurel Leaf works deeply within the individuals to help heal the issues causing them to unconsciously engage in self-sabotage. So lots of times we don't realize we're doing self-sabotage, but we do. I'm actually an expert of it, on doing it, and I usually don't realize that I'm doing it. So the negative emotions that we want to feel less of, we want to feel less fear of failure, less fear of success, sabotage ourselves less, self-doubt, unworthy, hiding. What we want to feel more of is more confident, more belief in ourselves and in others around us, perseverance, capable, overcoming, and victorious. So some of the benefits of the primary benefits are it will promote feelings of clear thinking and concentration. Due to its soothing properties, Laurel Leaf may be a great addition to an aromatherapy massage. And with its rich concentration of 1,8 cineol, Laurel Leaf is also powerfully cleansing when applied topically to the skin or on surfaces. Experimental research has shown that Laurel Leaf may promote clear-looking skin and reduce the appearance of blemishes. And it's been suggested that it provides surface cleansing properties, which it does, but I've mentioned this before. I probably wouldn't use it to clean my counters just because I've got lots of other options, and I can only get Laurel Leaf once every couple of years. So I probably won't use it to clean my counters because we've got, and that's what the wonderful thing about oils is, that we've got so many different options. So some of the top uses are, it is soothing to the skin. You can add a drop to your moisturizer in the evening. Place a couple of drops in your morning shower to promote an aroma of confidence, clarity, and courage. You can just drop, you can drop it. Don't put it right where the water is going to hit, but off in the corner where it's going to get the steam and different things, and you'll get the aroma of it, and it'll be great. Used for a soothing massage that's invigorating to the senses. Pair it with lemon essential oil and add it a couple of drops of each to a spray bottle with water for a natural surface cleanser. Diffuse Laurel Leaf to sustain focus while working on a difficult school or work project. Add 1 to 2 drops to deep blue rub. So put some of the deep blue rub in your hand and then add a drop of Laurel Leaf to it, or to your favorite lotion, and apply it to your muscles and joints after a workout. Try it the next time you have an aroma touch hand technique, or if you're giving a hand technique to a friend. We probably ought to do a product spotlight on aroma touch hand techniques too. That's a pretty cool thing. You can apply it to the wrists or back of hands for a clarifying aroma. You can use 1 to 2 drops on a desired area for a comforting massage experience. So whether you've added it to the deep blue or just use it straight. Then you can put it in a spray bottle with other oils to help clean tables and stuff. So this is for external use only. So topically or aromatically. There's possible skin sensitivity, and then the normal ones. Keep out of reach of children if you're pregnant, nursing, or under a doctor's care. consult your physician, avoid contact with inner eyes, inner ears, and sensitive areas. I'm going to send you a bunch of diffuser blends and some links with some videos that are really good. But I've got lots of recipes for diffuser blends, one for a DIY Laurel Orange foam soap, and an energizing massage blend. So I will send you all of those, and you can have fun with those. Okay, so now we are going to talk about Douglas fir. And Douglas fir, I love, love, love Douglas fir. It just is, it smells like Christmas to me. And so I just really enjoy it. And Douglas fir this month is 15% off. Every month, doTERRA has a product that's usually 10% off, and every once in a while they'll give us 15% off. So Douglas fir is 15% off. The tree is named after a famous Scottish botanist, David Douglas, who identified some of its special properties in the early 1800s. This tree is native to North America, and in addition to being a Christmas favorite, it's also heavily used in the timber industry. For this reason, the tree was imported to New Zealand, where it has since gotten out of control and become an invasive species. So Douglas fir trees in New Zealand grow 25 times faster than they do in the United States. And when they grow and they propagate and start spreading all over, because of the needles and the branches and the shade and everything, it kills off all of the native species. So it is a real problem in New Zealand with the Douglas fir industry. So doTERRA has come to the rescue, which is a great thing. Douglas fir is sourced from trees cut down in New Zealand, and it provides an environmentally friendly alternative to simply letting these trees go to waste. So they go in and they take the smaller trees, and where the trees are starting to spread in areas that they don't want them, they are cutting them down, I don't know, digging up the roots or whatever, and they are using it to make the essential oil. The Douglas fir tree has the potential to grow multiple hundreds of feet tall. So it's just a gargantuous tree. The Douglas fir tree was used by Native Americans in the Pacific Northwest to heal a wide variety of ailments. The top properties are, it's an antioxidant, analgesic, antimicrobial, antiseptic, anticatarrhal, astringent, diuretic, expectorant, laxative, sedative, stimulant, and tonic. So it's got lots of properties, and you can tell a lot what it does just by just by looking at the properties. Emotionally, it is the oil of generational wisdom. Some of you, I think that Cheryl probably, or that Gail does, Victoria does, and Ida might, and I do. doTERRA used to have an oil called white fir, and they stopped having it because they couldn't responsibly source it, and they didn't want to destroy the white fir population of the planet. And so they've switched over, and Siberian fir has a lot of the same properties as white fir. But emotionally, white fir and Douglas fir are very, very similar. So it is the oil of generational wisdom. Douglas fir invites individuals to break free from destructive traditions passed down through their families. Douglas fir assists individuals to live according to their own conscience and values by letting go of harmful patterns. It teaches each generation can be a gift of new life, new growth, new beginnings. It encourages healthy family dynamics. Douglas Fir reminds individuals that valuable wisdom can be attained by learning from the past, especially from individuals who are older, wiser, and more experienced. We've all been raised in a certain way. And as we were growing up, we were taught certain things. My parents were both, they were both, older children to young teenagers during the Depression. And so they saved everything. They would wash out Ziploc bags so that they can reuse them. My children laugh their heads off at me because I wash my Ziploc bags and reuse them until it, splits and they won't seal anymore. And that's just a really silly example of something that we have that we're taught when we're growing up, that we keep those beliefs or we keep those doing those things. We have beliefs that we took on when we were being raised by our parents, by our friends, the culture that we were raised in. Sometimes those don't serve us anymore. And so it's a good thing sometimes to look and say, okay, this is what I find myself thinking, but is that serving me anymore? And there's a real possibility that it really doesn't serve you. And so you can just take that belief and set it aside, and you don't have to carry that around with you. You can make new choices of beliefs that will serve you better. And Douglas Fir will help you with this a lot. It will help you overcome negative generational patterns, and it can help you from being burdened by family issues. And some of the negative generational patterns are things that came from our great-great-grandparents and were given to our great-grandparents, to, just on down the line. And a lot of them we're not even necessarily aware of. So the positive properties is for generational healing, respect for elders, respect for our ancestors, wisdom, and the ability to learn from the past. But we can learn from the past. We don't need to carry the past with us. So it's a really powerful oil for that. The primary benefits are it promotes feelings of clear airways and easy breathing. It's cleansing and purifying to the skin. It promotes a positive mood and a sense of focus. It creates positive and inspiring surroundings. Okay. So some of the top uses is if you have mental fog or low energy, apply it to your temples and forehead or diffuse to clear your mind and to revive your enthusiasm. If you have feelings of extreme discouragement, or if you are really tense, you can apply it to the temples, forehead, back of neck, or diffuse to relax and ground yourself. If you are feeling very congested and your head just kind of feels like it's going to explode, apply to the chest or the bridge of the nose, and again, diffuse it. When your joints are really not happy and are talking back to you, then you can apply it to the affected areas. It is great for helping keeping things moving in your digestive system. It is great for cellulite and skin cleansing. If you've got lots of cellulite on different parts of your body and you want to help decrease the appearance of that, you can combine the Douglas Fir with grapefruit and apply it to the desired area. We've talked about it will clarify and cleanse your skin. It can help detoxify your skin, add it to your cleanser. You can use it to boost your mood and your sense of focus. You can create a holiday room spray Embrace your artificial tree and still get that special scent by combining white fir, Siberian fir, or Douglas fir, and clove in a spray bottle. Fill the rest with water and mist away. And you can also spray that on like pine cones, and the pine cones will retain the aroma, and you can have a basket of pine cones that smell wonderful. So those are really good. The precautions are to dilute, to minimize skin sensitivity, and it's not for internal use. And then all the normal, precautions about not using if you're pregnant and nursing and keeping out of the reach of children. I also will send you a lot of diffuser recipes about that use Douglas fir, and I will also send you a link to some videos. There's a sourcing video about Douglas fir and a behind the bottle about how they produce Douglas fir. I use Douglas fir a lot. We talked about clearing out things to make space for new things. If you combine Douglas fir and lemon and diffuse it, and it will be in the recipe as a homework diffuser blend. It's also, Desiree Mengadog has it as a decluttering diffuser blend, that if you do 3 drops of Douglas fir and 2 drops of lemon and diffuse it, you can get through the stacks and piles on your desk. You can get through, projects that you've been delaying and putting off. So it smells wonderful, and it gets you motivated to do those things.